Welcome back to the channel, folks. Final approach POV here. Taking a sip of coffee. And we're jumping into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 landing challenges. Today we're focused on Gibraltar, flying an Airbus A320neo V2. I'm already number 11. Excuse me. I'm already number 11 in the world, 1.5 million. The world record is 1.7 million. Let's see if we can move up the ladder here. So far, my best 1.5 million in general with the A320, Airbus A320. I normally fly a lot of Boeings, but very versatile here. So let's jump into this. Excuse me. So far, my best 1.5 million in general with the A320, Airbus A320. I normally fly a Thank you for dropping some likes, Braden. Really do appreciate it. Very versatile here. So let's jump into I think it was Braden. There's 3 other viewers. And everybody just dropped. That was weird. But okay, we're flying here. Let's get flying. You can see the plane's already screwed up. Dropping some likes, Braden. Really do appreciate it. So, 2 things. My audio is gone. And the plane's messed up, which the plane being messed up happens all the time. We're kind of used to that. But let's fix my audio. It's probably just defaulted to the wrong device. So, 2 things. All right, let me just double check the plug. And the plane's messed up, which the plane being messed up happens all the time. We're kind of used to that. But let's fix my audio. It's probably just defaulted to the wrong device. Yep, fix that. All right, let me just double check the plug. Getting feedback here from YouTube. Fix that. What's up, Khalid? All right, I got the audio fixed on my end. We're already flying too fast. Let's deploy some flaps. The speed brake was actually deployed because of the position of the axis. So on the Boeing, it has to be back here. On the Airbus, it has to be forward. Meaning, sorry, let me reiterate. Back here is on the Airbus. Up here is off on the Airbus. But on the Boeing, it's the other way around. Thank you for the follow. We're going to be making our final approach here. Let's get this landing gear down. We're a little high, so I'm going to point us down a bit aggressive. And I know it. There are no passengers on board. If you're just tuning in, this is Flight Simulator 2024, and this is the landing challenge in Gibraltar. All right, Gibraltar, let me double check. Yes, Gibraltar. And we're flying an Airbus A320. We're deploying our flaps to 40 degrees. That's full flaps for us. My trim doesn't work at all. It is a sign, but it's not working at all. Let me know if you have that same problem. And we're going to continue descending. I know we're a bit high. Forgot to turn on Tickfinity. Oh, no, Tickfinity is working. All right.
1,000.
We're coming in crabbed. See here? Yep. I'm going to start rolling in the thrust. going to extend some of my air brakes, not all of them, about halfway.
400.
You can see we're at perfect height, but we're gonna go for red lights.
300.
We don't care about the pappy lights. We want to come in low,
200.
low and slow. Low and slow for the best butter, and you get close to zero, closer to 0 feet per minute.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard, 10, retard, 5, retard.
I was touched down at 150. It might have looked a little rough. We'll see. I don't know. I was looking at the toss system and it said that I was leveled, but then when we landed, it you know, it looked rough. But I think it's just because the orientation because of the crosswind. Forgot to retract the flaps there. Let's see what our score says. 1 million. All right, that's attempt number 1 for today, 1 million. We're still number 11 in the world, so let's just give it another shot. Thank you for the follow, Remos, Gabe. Yeah, the truck casually passing the runway. That's so funny. Thanks for the follow, old Cogger. Cogger? All right, the challenge already starts off messed up, so you gotta cut the auto throttle off and the autopilot off, and you have to sometimes just do it once or twice, but you can see right now it's, there you go. I had to do it a few times.
2,500.
We're gonna get all these warnings, all this crap, just shut it off, back out, go back in, and there you go, problem solved. We have taken care of all the glitches. It seems like all the A320s start off this way. All right, we're gonna descend down to 1,500 feet. We are purposely flying out more to the left. Gonna kind of use that road as a guide. We'll start bringing in some more power. Appreciate the follow. Got about 30% of thrust here. I don't want nothing crazy. Gonna make our right turn in our final approach onto the runway. Deploy our landing gear, or drop the landing gear. And there's a heavy crosswind. And I know we're low. I want to be low on purpose.
1,000.
And we are going to be crabbing. Give it some more thrust. Deploy our flap. And we're descending at 150 feet per minute. We're just gliding right on in. And we're crabbed. We'll lower the thrust just a little bit. We at 150 feet per minute, we went way above glide slope. Gonna deploy some more flaps. Thank you for the follow. Gonna deploy full flaps. Thank you guys for the follow.
400. 300. 200.
Thank you for the follow. Literally
100.
increasing thrust the closer we get to the runway.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. Retard. Retard.
Touchdown
Retard.
at 250.
Retard. Retard. Retard.
Man, the reverse thrusters.
Retard.
The reverse thrusters didn't turn on. Wow. That's definitely a go around. But you guys see here, you click this up and then drive it forward. You could just got to make sure it's all the way down, which I always do. I had it all the way down, then I clicked it and drove it forward, and it didn't initiate the reverse thrusters. At least we got quick control here. Thank you for the follow. That was upsetting. And I know that's the game. Like that wasn't even me.
2,500.
Barrel roll for a Galaxy. Drop the Galaxy first, and I'll do the barrel roll. These aren't glitches. I just don't know how to fly an Airbus. Sure. It's very natural for the Airbus to point directly down. Because if you want the real glide slope, the glide slope is all messed up. Look, the glide slope is straight in from there, which is literally impossible. So that's how glitchy the game is. Appreciate the follow. I'm over here making my own glide slope. I'm gonna retract some flaps. Thank you for the follow. So when you have full flaps too, you also leave yourself open to more crosswinds, and this does have heavy crosswinds. So I'm gonna actually try and fly in a little fast. So I believe textbook, thank you for the follow. Textbook for this aircraft, I believe, is 165 approach and then a landing at 145. So I always fly in low and slow to get close to 0 feet per minute. So I'm gonna fly in 120, 130 knots, you know, just so I can get that 0 feet per minute. The challenge is flying that slow, that low. That's just the landing gear. You see the plane crying out speed, 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 and I'm just floating here at 500 feet per minute. And we're crabbing because of the crosswind. You can see it. I put up half of my speed brakes. I'm gonna start giving it a little more thrust.
400.
So, back to what I was saying. This is what I normally would fly in at. But I'm gonna come in a little faster. I wanna fly in a little faster to help fight with the crosswind. I still wanna maintain, you know, my 0 feet per minute when I cut the engine, but I do wanna fly in faster. There we go. I'm at 155 knots.
Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps.
100.
Too low, flaps.
50. 40. 30.
Too low, flaps.
20. Retard. 10. 5. Retard.
Touchdown at 300. The sacrifice. All right, the reverse thrusters did kick in this time. No cars crossing the runway. The crosswind kept us floating to the right, but I wasn't too worried about that. We're not gonna, as long as we don't crash, we're okay. The game for the landing challenge doesn't rate you on that. Now, see, I know when you're over 250 feet per minute, that's why that score is 832. So you're not going to hit 1,000,000 if you don't get at least 250 feet per minute. So let's run that back. The yoke with the Airbus feels so weird to see. Yeah, it definitely does. It feels weird to fly, to be honest. But my I have a Hotus 1, and that has a special adapter, and that special adapter, I lost it. I don't even know how I disconnect. I don't know what happened, but I somehow lost the cable. How much is the setup? 10K altogether. It's a roundup. I have control. There we go. I got control.
2,500.
Trying to get my chat to pop up because it's hard to. There we go. Now I can read the chat. How can you see how hard the landing was? So the feet per minute on your screen, because you can't see the HUD, because I have the ultra wide, so my HUD is in the bottom. But on here, you can see the feet per minute down here, or rather here. So I'm at 900. Well, now I'm at 1,000 feet per minute. So it says 10. And it's going to say 11 soon. Oh, no, it went back to 10. Now 9. It hasn't changed yet, but I'm at 950 feet per minute. But you can also turn on the HUD. If you turn on the HUD, you'll see the a readout on the right hand side. It's just you can't see it because of my ultra wide on stream anyway. The crosswind's coming from the left.
1,000.
See, right now, 600 feet per minute, 500 feet per minute, 400. If I zoom in a little more, so you can see it down here, probably easier. Now 800, 700, 600, 500, 400. You know what I mean? There you go. I'm just not constantly reading it out. Flaps 15 degrees. Let's go to 20. Power's at 57%. Let's lower that slightly. Let's get it down to 50. You can see power on the right-hand side, maybe not.
Too low, flaps.
And we should be crabbing. Yep, there we go. The plane's starting to straighten out. Ooh, we do got a pitch left a little, or turn
Too
left.
low, flaps.
Thank you for the follow.
100.
Too low, flaps.
All right, let's see if we can stay Stay at this
Too low, flaps.
velocity, if you will.
50,
Too low,
40.
flaps.
30, 20. Retard 10, retard 5, retard, retard, retard.
Yeah, that sucked, bro. That sucked. Look at the cars. Honestly, that sucked. Let's redo that. Trying to come in faster with less flaps is not helping us. So we'll go back to our original plan of full flaps, low and slow. We'll still hit that 40 feet per minute. Maybe not 120 knots. We'll go for 130 knots, make it a bit easier. We're flying into Gibraltar. And we are flying in low and slow. That's the way to go. That's how we do it. All right, real quick, we do have to cut off the auto thrust and the autopilot to regain control. The challenge is just buggy. There we go. We got control. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate everyone tuning in today. We're going to back out back and go right back in. That fixes our alarm there. But if you're new to the channel, I'm Final Approach POV. I fly in low and slow. I have world records. I'm already number 7 here, I think, in Gibraltar. Number 7 or 10. I forget. But we're trying to get higher scores. Move up the ladder. I know we can do better. The Airbus in general, my top score is 1.5 million. So I know I can do better. With the Boeing, I've gotten 1.8. So I just know I can do better. You do want to target 3 areas. Thank you for the follow. In those 3 areas, it's your orientation of your aircraft, your landing on the target, and your feet per minute. Thank you for the follow. We're going to go to flaps 20. We are a little higher than we should be. I'm just going to decrease my thrust. You want to control your altitude with your power and control your speed with your pitch. Full flaps, lined up with the runway. We're just a little bit high. Drop our landing gear. All right, that crosswind is hitting us. You guys can't see it, but I'm using rudder control here to keep us straight. You see how smooth the flight is? That's from rudder control. When I let go, you see how much the plane turned. So we do want to fly in crabby. Or rather, just get us straightened out now. We're at 114 knots. Let's pitch down some.
Speed.
But we need to increase some thrust. Not too much, because we don't want to gain too much. We don't want to gain too much speed, though. See, we're already increasing speed. We just want to increase thrust so we don't increase our vertical speed too much. See, we're at 130 knots now. Thank you for the follow.
100.
100 at 50, I'm going to cut power.
50,
There.
40, 30, 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5. Retard.
So it looked like we landed sideways, but I did that. I put the I fixed the orientation of the aircraft. That wasn't the landing. I put it down. There you go, 1.2 million. Still not as smooth as we wanted to, but I think I'm gonna cut power at 100 this time. I think at 100 is better. Same plan with low and slow FL flight plan, FLP4, but increased pitch trim by 0.5. So my trim is not working for some reason. At what height should you cut off power? I'm gonna cut off power at 100 feet. At 100 feet, but it's because I'm already coming in low and slow. That's not a textbook. I think textbook is cut power at 30 to 50 feet.
2,500.
But that's real life. You know, the simulator's a little different. You can't necessarily follow that, in my opinion, because it's a simulator. So I've only really flown Cessnas, and a Cessna in real life compared to the honeycomb yoke, because I do have the honeycomb yoke as well. The difference is in real life, there's a lot more leeway on the Cessna 172 that I flew. You know, that particular yoke is real short, more sensitive than real life. So some of the real life things are different, and I would assume that's the same for the Airbus, the Boeing, and all the different aircrafts. So that's why you kind of got to throw some stuff out the window. It is still a video game. We're coming in too fast, and I know it. So I'm gonna deploy speed brakes, cut our power. I'll maintain our height with pitch, and continue to lose speed as well by keeping us not pitched down. So we'll continue losing speed. And let's go to flaps 20. And now we can start bringing some power back in. We did fly, of course, way too far left, but we have to come in crabby. That's the landing gear. The crosswind is what? 24 knots. Wow. I'm already number 11 in the world here with 1.5 million. This isn't a Boeing, it's an Airbus.
400.
I believe with the Airbus A320neo, it's flying 165, 145, and cut your power 30 to 50 feet off the ground. I believe that's the actual. I'm gonna look it up again. But if you guys want to look it up and drop it in the comments, that'll help me out. But I have to take your word for it, so I'm gonna trust you guys. Going full flaps. Funny enough, right? I should have looked it up before starting the live stream.
200.
It's just I was flying this one yesterday, and I already fly in low and slow. I always fly in under the book. Because for one, it's a video game, and for two,
100.
low and slow will give you closer to 0 feet per minute.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Ah, I touched down. I was sub 100 for the landing. Sub 100 feet per minute, and I was trying to maintain that all the way in, and that's how you do it, just like that. It's hard, it's difficult. So you know, it looks like I'm bumping around and everything. That's because, hey, it is hard to fly in low and slow. But that's what you want to do, maintaining that 0 feet per minute and just kiss the runway. Thank you for the follow, guys. Eddie, Lucas, user. Yeah, the biggest challenge is to keep the FPM low when decrabbing. That's 100% truth, Keith. That's 100% truth. Because once the plane starts straightening out from the crab, that's when your plane also crabs even more, and you lose altitude. Plane pitches down.
$2,500.
Let me see, is auto rudder even on? No, I have auto. Everything is off. You can't turn it on. Some of the challenges, you can actually turn these on. Engines at 33%. Let's go to flaps 15. Extending flaps 20. Trying to line up with our runway. Airbus landing phase at 50, so it's 50 feet. You're supposed to cut power and flare, essentially. But that's real life. The simulator is going to be a little different. The simulator is a lot more sensitive.
$1,000.
Sync rate.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Touchdown at 100. Stopping power of the reverse thrusters is disgusting. There you go, 1.3 million. I thought that was better than that, to be honest. So it's not 50, it's 30 feet. I did cut here at 50. Way too low. Oh, I don't care. People can say whatever they want. I'm the one with world records. Low and slow. Yep, that's how I do it. Low and slow. That's how you're gonna get the higher scores. Hey, I'm number 3 in the world for St. Bart's. Not I have world records in Nadi, Gibraltar, uh, Paro. Wait, I don't think I got Paro. I got Vesa yesterday. Vesa as well. I did this one live on stream. 1.5 million. 1.5 seems to be my high with the Airbus. But I know I'm just experimenting with different cutoffs. I did 50 there, and I feel like I was overshooting it some. Shout out to everyone joining us via YouTube and or TikTok. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. I am a world record holder. We are throwing out the textbook here. We don't care about pappy lights, white, green. I'm sorry, 2 whites and 2 reds. You know, we don't care. This is a video game, bro. No one cares about world records. Cool, I do, and a lot of my followers do as well. Come down to 170 knots with 2 red lights. No, that's going to be too fast. You'll come in too fast. Fu Chow. I don't think I've ever flown into Reggio, Calabria. But you know what I want to do? Oh, I have 800K. Yeah, that one sucked. I want to do Paro again. I don't think I got got into a world record with Paro. I got 1.5. Paro I think is really difficult. This is the one where you fly through the mountains. You got to fly, you know, right through the mountain and make that quick turn and land. You're not him, bro. I never said I was. It's not in here. It's out there. The cables are out there, though.
1,000.
That's the autopilot. The game is glitched, so first thing you got to do is cut off the auto throttle and the autopilot, and that fixes the problem. See, we got rid of all our warnings. We're going to extend our flaps. The engines are kind of doing what they want to do. And there we go. We got full control of the flaps. Thank you for the follow. So this is, guys, if you're tuning in, this is how you butter your landings. That's all I'm trying to do. Get close to 0 feet per minute and on target and with great orientation. That's what gets you a high score, and that'll get you a world record. Low and slow is the way to go if you're trying to get world records. Going to flaps 20.
Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5. Retard.
That sucked, if I'm being honest. That was rough at 450. I had the power off at 100. We were still coming in a little a little fast, a little fast. Still 1.4 million. That's insane. You guys tell me. You guys tell me I'm the one with these high scores. I don't know. This is 1.4 million, and I honestly thought that was pretty bad. It was on target. That definitely a bit rough at 400 feet per minute. I saw on landing. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. I am a world record holder. I'm telling you guys. It's all about low and slow. Throw out the textbook. You don't care about the pappy lights. It's a video game. It is pretty realistic for sure, but it's a video game.
Sink rate.
1,000.
Pull up.
Problem solved. Deploying flaps 15. We're at 160 knots. That's the landing gear.
400.
Flaps 20. We're gonna go full flaps. I actually have the power off. We're just straight up gliding here.
400.
Sink rate.
300.
Sink rate.
200. 100. 40. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard 10. Retard. Retard.
Damn, that was crazy to save that landing. That was crazy. I saved that landing. 650, yeah. No, I didn't land on the grass though. I stream on YouTube and TikTok. So guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Pero, very difficult landing, super crosswind. I think it's 13 knots. Let me double check. And even if it doesn't have a heavy crosswind, that approach is just crazy. 5 knots, so that's nothing too crazy.
$1,000. Speed.
We got our landing gear dropped, our flaps at
400.
15, engines at 30%, 162 knots. Flaps at
200.
15 right now, going flaps 20. Gonna give in some more power. We're at 40%. Gonna deploy full flaps. I'm gonna come in, try and come in a lot more shallow this time. It'll be a
400.
bigger swing, but there's nobody on board. Who cares? I was flying over the mountain before, and I know you're not supposed to do that either.
300.
Sink rate.
200.
There's nobody on board. Who
Sink
cares?
rate.
100. 50, 40, 30,
Sink rate.
20. Retard 10. Retard.
Oh, we overshot it,
Retard.
and I'm lagging. We touched down at 200 feet per minute. I'm curious to see what the score is. I don't think it was great. Yeah, 751. It wasn't the best. I know that for sure. The Logitech yokes, I don't know. I don't honestly I don't like Logitech products. I have the Logitech rudder controls, but I don't like them, honestly. I don't like them. Bro, there's no lag. Yeah, what you see on stream is not the same as what I see 100%. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, let's restart. But yeah, I mean the world records here for Paro right now 1.4 million in change, or I'm sorry, 1.56 million is like the lowest score. I think I think I can get in there.
Sink rate.
1000.
Pull up.
400. 300. 300.
Heat brake's still out. How the thing is open? That's weird.
Sink
200.
rate.
100. 50, 40. 40. 40, 40. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard 10. Retard. Retard.
They tried to
Retard.
crab us. That was horrible. It's crazy. That crosswind is only 4 or 5 knots, but man, it once you hit all those turns and try and stabilize the aircraft, that's why I was flying over it before.
Sink rate.
1,000.
Pull up. Pull up.
400.
Terrain.
300.
Too low. Terrain.
Shout out to everyone tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. Thank you for the follow. Shout out to everyone joining via TikTok and YouTube. Give us a
300.
subscribe on YouTube if you're tuning in there. Really do appreciate it. Let's drop our flaps 40 degrees. I'm going to fly over the mountains this time. Extend my full flaps and speed brakes.
$200. 140.
Sink rate.
50. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5. Retard.
Appreciate the follow, Aviation. Yeah, that landing kind of sucked. Yeah, I was flying over the mountains that time, and I had the power off as I was crossing over the mountains. That's how I was doing it before. That's how I got the 1.5. I know you're not supposed to fly over the mountain. In real life, that's not how they do it. It's an Airbus A320. Flying an Airbus A320neo. Thanks for the share. Give and get respect. Appreciate the follow, Nicholas. Yeah, that wasn't too soft. I was touchdown at 400 feet per minute. Still okay. You can't choose the plane. It's whatever the landing challenge is. So this is a landing challenge in Paro.
Sink rate.
1,000.
The autopilot keeps turning on.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain.
400.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
400. 300.
Thank you for the
200.
follow.
Too low, flaps. 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 Too low, flaps.
100.
Flaps. Too low, flaps.
50.
Too low, flaps.
50. 40. 30.
Too low, flaps.
40. 30.
Flaps.
20. Retard. 10. Retard.
Oh. Yeah, that was very rough for everyone on board. Very rough for everyone on board. Yeah, we're gonna refly that. Appreciate the follow, guys.
One thousand.
We're descending down at 1,100 feet per minute. We got flaps 20 degrees. We're at 146 knots. Gear is down. Speed brake. Let's put that back
400.
up. It's out, it's out, it's out. That's glitchy. I gotta hold it down. We're at 133 knots. Descending at 800 feet per minute.
$400. 300. Speed.
Yep, I'm giving it more gas.
Speed. Speed.
More throttle.
Speed.
Too low,
200.
flaps. Too low, flaps. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Those people are gonna hate me.
Don't sink. Too low, flaps.
100.
Sink rate.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5. Retard.
Ugh,
Retard.
overshot it, but the landing itself was smooth. Appreciate the follow. I don't think that's gonna be a high score. I completely overshot it, but it was smooth on the back end. Appreciate the follow, guys. Let's do that again. That was pretty bad. Think I'm turning late, Vig? All right, I'll turn sooner. What do you think, Vig? Should I fly over the mountain?
Sink rate.
1,000. Speed, speed, speed.
Yes, this is Pero. Second in the world for Christchurch. What's your username, Van? I haven't I've landed in Christchurch, but I haven't done the landing challenge itself. And maybe I'll check it out after this.
400. 300. Speed, speed, speed. Speed, speed, speed.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
$400. 300. 200. 100.
Sink.
40. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5. Retard.
There we go. Nice. 250. Ah, 1.2 million. Do I have an Airbus flight stick? I don't have the Airbus. I have the Logitech Hotus One. It's not the best, and I'm missing the adapter, so you can't even use it. Replay, sorry, Brick Girl. There's no replay with the landing challenge. It just doesn't let you record. But let me know if you're aware of any third-party tools that let you do it. I'm aware of FlightSim.to. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I've used a lot of their items, skins and liveries and stuff like that. But I don't think there's a all-around recording tool for the app for landings. There's a Rate My Landing app, but it doesn't work with the landing challenges. What was that landing challenge? Christchurch. Where is it under? I think Christchurch is a strong wind. No, it's not there. Try Epic. It's not Epic. Famous? I know it's a famous. Okay, yeah, famous. I know it's a famous tourist destination. That's how they go to Alaska. I have 0 record attempts. You're number 2 in the world for Christchurch. Banda training kit. Appreciate the follow, Canadian. Thank you for liking the live, Amelia. You're number 2. You're a UIH. If you're that person, send me a friend request. I'm Shut Up Shush. Jonathan got 1.2 million here. I don't fly A310s. Man, this aircraft landed at 170 knots. That's crazy. I have engines off. Where the hell is this airport? Okay. Something's up. I don't think I've ever flown this aircraft. Maybe I have. It's been a while. Trim went crazy high. Thank you for the follow. This is my first landing attempt ever with this A310 in Christchurch. Can't say I've never flown this aircraft because I think I have, but it's been a long time. Oh, landed too soon. That sucked. That sucked. I'll admit that. What's the score? Yeah, 780. Not bad for my literally my first landing there. Not the best either. The trim was working before and now the trim doesn't work. This is so annoying. That's because I deployed the flap. Decreasing thrust. Deploying next set of flaps. I'm just deploying them a little too early. Okay. I'm like 5 knots too fast for it. I don't know what that beep is. I didn't have the beep before. There, it disappeared. I figured it was a glitch. That's why I was jumping in and out of views. All right, I'm too high. Way too high. Low and slow. This is so hard to do. Actually, let me gain a little altitude. Oh, the toss is stuck. I'm wondering what's going on here. The toss system is messed up. We're not gonna recover. Maybe we, okay, we just did. We just recovered. Yeah. How, yo, I don't know about you guys. A broken toss system. The toss system stopped working. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, that's crazy. That was horrible. Trying to land Dead Reckoning essentially, or by sight like that without a toss. That was crazy. Too low. Yeah, I know. I know. I want to. I do fly in low and slow. I don't know what that noise is. Let's just restart. That trim's not working again. Wait, rudder control's working again. That's so weird. Pitching us up to slow us down. I can deploy my first set of flaps because we're coming in too fast to deploy flaps. I think it said touchdown at 170. Yeah, 170 knots. No, approach speed 135 to 145. There you go. That was just the flaps. I actually don't want auto brake on. I want that off. Yeah, we're way too high, so I'm gonna pitch us down pretty aggressively. I have full flaps and speed brakes. That should help reduce the speed we gain. Cut the power off. also help. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to lose speed again. There, yeah, 10 knot crosswind, not too bad.
Sink rate.
Yes, I know, because I'm high.
Sink rate. Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Ice, touchdown at 0. I'm not going to try the reverse thrusters in case it wants to go flying down the runway. I just use the parking brake. It's a video game, guys. Relax. I just don't trust turning on the reverse thrusters in case it's going to make the plane go flying down the runway. Wow, 450. I must have landed way too soon. The landing itself was smooth. I was at 0 feet per minute, I believe. No, it's not pre-recorded. I'm reading your text right now. I just can't read them while I'm playing. What GPU do you have? I have the RTX 4090. Man, that was crappy landing, bro. That shit was so hard to maintain that angle of approach. Come on, engines. Shut down engines. Oh, auto thrusters on. There you go. That turned on by itself. That wasn't me. Alright, now my trim is working again. Throttle is off. Why do you think it's pre-recorded? That's so weird. Why would you think it's pre-recorded? The speed brakes are up. I didn't care for that, but I'll put them back down. Yep, I'm doing a landing challenge. This is a landing challenge in Christchurch. We're flying an Airbus A310. I've been flying the 320 lately, so it's I can't say it's my first time, but it's definitely been a while.
Sink rate. $400. $300. $200. $100. $50. $40. $30. $20. $10. $5.
Touchdown at 100 feet per minute. I think I overshot the target though, we'll see. I had to give it more thrust to float on down, and I did float, stop us from touching the runway, but I managed pitch control and all that jazz. Got us down at 0 feet per minute. There you go, 1 million. Not the best, but $1 million means it was smooth landing regardless. As long as you get $1 million, that's a smooth landing. Let's give it another shot. Then I do gotta wrap up stream, folks. My trim stopped working again. It would be nice to trim so I don't have to put so much stress on the yoke, but it is what it is. Is my yoke reversed? No. Maybe it is on the camera. Interesting. Yeah, it is. It is flipped on the camera. Holy shit, yeah. That's weird. Oh, I flipped it the wrong way, my bad. There it is. Holy shit. There you go. Now it's in the right spot. Good call out. Maybe that's why someone else thought it was pre-recorded. Crazy, I'm right on glide slope, but I feel like I'm too high. Thank you for the follow. We got full flaps set at 170 knots as prescribed. Descending steadily at 900 feet per minute. Appreciate the follow, user. That's because that warning should be because of the rate of descent. We're in a heavy rate of descent for sure. I'm actually going to give us a heavier rate of descent. Craft. Yeah, I need to get us over there.
$400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh, that sucked. Oh good, the Airbus settings seem to have stuck. We'll give this one more shot, folks. Then I'll wrap up. Appreciate all the new followers today, guys. My record this week so far was 80. Thank you for the gift, user. I don't know why I didn't hear the alarm. Really do appreciate that. If you're just tuning in, hit that follow button, hit that share button. Thank you for the follow. I am a world record holder. I try to do these butter landings as smooth as possible. Come on. Come on. Come on, engines. Auto throttle's on. Alright, we'll slow down soon enough. Trying to eat up this speed here so we can deploy our flaps. There we go. Now we can deploy a set of flaps. Appreciate the follow effects. The trim's not working again, bro. Flaps. You're supposed to deploy it at 170. You can deploy it at 180, but textbook is 170. But I know I'm just coming in too fast. Coming in too fast because I was messing around with the power, trying to get level flight. We're at 170 knots, full flaps. That's where we want to be. Let's drop our landing gear. Really, you're supposed to do it at 1,500 feet. That's the crying warning there. And we're too high, so I'm going to reduce power, pitch us down aggressively. You wouldn't do this in real life. Start bringing the power back in, help slow our rate of descent. Here we go, 162 knots, 160, we're doing good. Full flaps.
$400, $300.
Thank you for the follow.
$200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Ooh. It looked pretty. It looked pretty, but it's not going to be a great score in my opinion. Touchdown too soon. I had good power management, good targeting. I think I cut the power too soon. Yeah, I think I cut the power too soon. It was a good lineup. It's the Airbus A310. Thank you for the share, number 48. Tap that screen if you're just joining. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button. Damn, I want to keep playing, but I do gotta live like an adult. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you guys for liking the live. Thank you to my new followers. So far, I'm averaging about 40 a day. My record this week was 80 though. So if you're not following, go ahead and hit that follow button. Again, guys, I live stream world records. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace. Safe flying.